Hey guys, it's Lisa here and welcome back to what's for dinner video. So for dinner tonight we're going to be having some al pastor burritos. So here to this pan I'm going to be making some Mexican rice, and to this pan we're going to be adding 2 cups of long grain rice. I'm actually making extra rice because I want some leftovers for tomorrow's dinner. So once your rice has started to brown, we're going to go ahead and add some water to this. So I added about 2.5 cups of water. To this we're going to add a can of tomato sauce. We're going to add some salt, some pepper, some garlic powder, and some ground comino. And some onion powder. Right, we're going to go ahead and give that a stir. So once it starts to boil like this, you're going to go ahead and grab a lid, cover it up, and reduce it down to simmer. So while my rice is off cooking to the side, we're going to go ahead and start making our meat. And this is just store-bought. This is what it's called. It's called carne al pastor, and it already comes seasoned and everything. You're just going to cook it. So you want to grab a skillet, prefer non-stick, but I don't own a non-stick skillet big enough, so I'm going to use this one. And because it's these type of pans, I'm going to have to put oil in it. But if you're using a non-stick, you don't have to put oil, if that makes sense. So now that my pan is hot, we're going to go ahead and add our meat. Just like this. So while my meat and rice are cooking, we're going to go ahead and start prepping the cilantro and the onion. My rice is ready, so I'm going to turn off the lid. I'm going to turn off the stove. This is how it looks. Now it'll continue to steam and cook, and it'll let out all those extra juices. See? My meat is also ready back here. It should look something like this. So I pushed everything off to the side. And in here I am going to make my beans. But at the same time, I'm going to warm up my comal for my tortillas. For beans, we're just going to use canned refried beans. Okay, so here's our tortilla. We warmed it up. Now to this, you're going to add some of your refried beans. Just like that. And then here's my rice. So you see how it came out? Okay, so we're going to add that here. Like that. You're going to grab your meat. Here's our meat. Just like that. And then you're going to grab some of that cilantro and onion mix that you made. You're going to throw it on there. Okay, so here I have sour cream, and I went ahead and cut it to a little spout so that I can do this. And then we're going to add some salsa, this is salsa guacamole. Okay, and now we're going to fold it into a burrito. Oops. Okay, there we go. So then let's go ahead and cut it in the middle. All right, so here you go, guys. Here is my version of al pastor burritos. Hope you guys give it a try. Tonight we're going to be having some tostada bowls. These I found at my local Walmart. So we're gonna preheat our oven. We're going to go ahead and season it with salt, pepper, ground comino, garlic powder, and onion powder. Alright, so my brown beef is cooked and I put it off to the side. I went ahead and drained it with the liquid and the oil. So my oven has already preheated to 350. But what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to cut up some veggies. So those veggies I cut, I'm going to go ahead and put them in the fridge until I'm ready to use. So real quick, I'm going to grab a plate. I'm going to shred up some cheese. You can buy whatever cheese. It just so happens that this is what I have on hand. Remember yesterday when I made all that rice? So here's some of the leftovers. I'm going to warm some up in the microwave. But I also have a little pan off here to the side, which I'm going to turn on because I'm going to warm up some of my leftover refried beans from yesterday. My beans are warming up over here. My meat is ready. My rice is warming up in the microwave. And then these are the shells. This is how they come. These do not take long to warm up according to the directions. That's why I'm kind of like waiting to warm them up. Stick these into the oven for 2 minutes. So I started the process without showing you, but here's the shell. First you're gonna layer it with the beans, and then you're gonna add the rice. You can kind of see the rice in there. And then you're gonna add your ground beef, and then you're gonna add your lettuce. You're gonna add your tomato. You're gonna add your avocado. And then we're gonna add some cheese. And we're gonna add a dollop of some sour cream. And we're gonna add some pepper. And this is it. This is what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. I hope you guys give it a try. Alright guys, so for dinner tonight we're gonna be making cheesy chicken, rice, and broccoli. So first thing you wanna grab is a big pot like this. You wanna turn it on to about medium-high heat. So to your pot, you're gonna add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. You're gonna add a half of a diced yellow onion. You're gonna let it go for about 2-3 minutes. So while that is going, back here, I've already diced up 3 chicken breasts. You kind of want to dice them up to about 1 inch piece. So while that is going, I'm gonna season my chicken with salt and pepper. So after that, you're going to go ahead and add your chicken. You're going to cook this for about 4 or 5 minutes until it's no longer pink. Alright, so after 5 minutes, it should look something like this, where it's no longer pink. So now we're going to add some garlic. So this is 2 diced garlic cloves. I'm going to add that in there. Just mix it around in there, cook it for about a minute. Alright, so after about a minute, we're going to go ahead and start adding the rice. We're going to add 2 cups of uncooked rice. 1 cup of water. And 2.5 cups of chicken broth. So that's 2.5. We're just going to go ahead and mix that together. You're going to reduce the heat to low, and you're going to put a cover on it. Alright, so it's been about 15 minutes. Let's take the lid off and let's give it a stir. So now we're going to add our broccoli in here. This is about 2 cups of broccoli. Stir that in. After you've added the broccoli, you're gonna go ahead and cover it again. And you're gonna cook it for about 7 to 8 minutes, you know, just until the broccoli is cooked and the rice is soft. So it's been about 8 minutes. So we're gonna turn off the heat. Over here I have 2 cups of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Sorry. We're going to add some of that in here. You can add more cheese if you like. For this one, I strictly went by the recipe directions. So let's go ahead and serve it. I've made this dish before, a long time ago. And I really like it because it's great leftovers. And it holds up really well in the fridge. But this is what we're going to have for dinner tonight, guys. Alright guys, so my husband grilled up some chicken thighs on the barbecue pit. These were marinated overnight. I'll go ahead and list the ingredients down below, but it has onion powder, garlic powder, soy sauce, Dijon mustard, salt and pepper, lime, lemon, olive oil, and brown sugar. And this is actually a meal prep for the week because today is Sunday. And this is going to be our lunch that we're going to have throughout the week with him.